In the 2018 NBA draft, there was a draft day trade between the Atlanta Hawks and the Dallas Mavericks involving both Trae Young and Luka Doncic. Today on NBA 2K24, I want to see what would happen if that trade never occurred and Luka Doncic was never traded to the Dallas Mavericks and stayed with the Atlanta Hawks. As you can see, we're here in NBA 2K24. We're back in the 2018-2019 NBA season here with Luka Doncic now on the Atlanta Hawks instead of the Dallas Mavericks. So I say this Hawks roster is not very good at all. Shout out Vince Carter though, 40 years old at this time. But this roster here is not very good, so I'm here to see how things would play out if Luka Doncic was the head of this Atlanta Hawks roster here in year number 1 compared to Trae Young. Now we're going to be starting with the Atlanta Hawks in the 2018-19 season, of course, and we're going to be simulating until the 23-24 season that is today's current year to see how things would change here in the NBA if Luka Doncic was never traded from the Dallas Mavericks and he remained with the Atlanta Hawks. If you're all ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. First, let me show you the rotation before we kick into things. We have Luka Doncic, of course, at the 1. Bazemore's going to be at the 2. Taurean Prince at the 3. John Collins at the 4. And Dwayne Dedmon at the 5. Jeremy Lin coming off the bench along with Alex Len, Vince Carter, and Kevin Huerter right there. Before he kind of took off. Also something I did want to show you because I know you want to make sure that this is true. At the Dallas Mavericks now obviously have Trae Young on the roster instead of Luka Doncic, just to make sure that that goes through. So they got Trae Young on their squad. We got Luka Doncic. Let's see how their careers play out here. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the 2018-19 season, James Harden is your MVP. For some reason, Luka's not the Rookie of the Year. I don't know how to explain it, but that's just a 2K thing. Trey Burke is your 6th man. Giannis Defensive Player of the Year, and Jared Allen is actually your most improved player here. Ben Simmons on the All-NBA first team. Luka actually makes the All-NBA second team as a rookie. That's really good. Shout out Kemba Walker right there as well, and Blake Griffin. Let's show you all the player stats at the end of year number 1 for Luka Doncic. 25 points, 5.5 boards, and 7.4 assists for him in rookie year number 1. That's really good numbers right there. Ken Bazemore with 14. Jeremy Lin had 14, Vince Carter 13 here, and John Collins had 11 a game this season. Also, I did want to show you guys, like, if I'm showing you Luka Doncic's stats, I do want to show you Trae Young's stats as well, because I think it'd be interesting to see, like, you know, in comparison, because these two guys got traded for one another, and so they're always going to be linked together no matter what. Trae Young, 22 points, 2 rebounds, 7.5 assists in year number 1 in Dallas. We, though, obviously weren't very good. 30 and 52 on the season. That clearly was not enough to make the play-in game right there. And yes, we're just going to simulate right through the playoffs here. This season, obviously, you didn't expect to win because they're, you know, the Hawks aren't good or anything, but it was a very good developmental year for Luka Doncic. DeRozan, Western Conference Finals MVP with the Spurs. Wall, Eastern Conference Finals MVP with the Wizards here. In the 2018-19 season, they're saying the Wizards have won the championship. Wow. John Wall is your Finals MVP. I would not have predicted that, especially too because the Raptors were like really good in this, obviously, and the Raptors won this season. So who knows? Anyways, I'm going to see you guys at draft night. The Atlanta Hawks had the first pick of the NBA draft, and they're going to be drafting Zion Williamson onto their squad. A duo of Luka and Zion is very scary. Year number 2, the 2019-20 season here. This squad is still a very much a rebuilding squad right here. Luka at the 1, Bogdanovich at the 2, which is funny because he's with the Hawks in real life. Alec Burks at the 3, Zion now at the 4. This Luka Zion squad duo, this Luka Zion duo should be really good. And Mason Plumlee is at the 5. We got Reggie Bullock coming off the bench along with Jeremy Lin still, and Kevin Huerter and Drew Eubanks here. This squad obviously isn't very good, but they're probably going to get another very good draft pick next season, and this team probably after that's going to take off. But either way, I'll see you guys at the end of the season. You never know, we can make a play-in push, who knows. At the end of the 2019-20 season here, James Harden wins another MVP, 27, 6, and 9 for him this year. Zion, Rookie of the Year with the Atlanta Hawks. That's what you like to see. So 25 points, 8 boards a game there in rookie year is really good. Eric Bledsoe, 6th man with the Philadelphia 76ers here. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player of the Year on the Thunder. That's an interesting change. And Lonzo is the most improved player on the Phoenix Suns. Harden, Westbrook, Simmons, AD, and LeBron. AD is on the Bucks and LeBron is on the Knicks. This is absolutely a wild sim already right here. And D'Lo is on the Jazz right here. Paul George is on the Heat. What is going on? Oh my God. Luka Doncic makes the All-NBA 3rd team though. That's what you like to see. Also, Giannis is on the Pelicans. So this sim is going crazy right here. Did we make the playing game at all? No, we did not, because let's see, we were the I don't even know what seed we were, but we didn't do very good. 32-50 on the season. That is not good at all. But obviously Trae Young, his Dallas Mavericks, also did not do very good either. Let's check the player stats here at the end of the season for all of these players. Luka Doncic led the wing scoring for us, 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. So he's still atop his game right here with the Atlanta Hawks. Zion here, a incredible duo between two of them, 25 and 8. For him this season, Bogdanovic had 14, Alec Burks had 13, and Jeremy Lin had 11 right there. Let's check the Mavericks really quickly because I want to see how much Trae Young averaged this season, and he averaged 23 points a game as well. And they got Klay Thompson too. That's crazy. But either way, I mean, this Hawks team's not doing good. We should really get another good pick this season, and then things are going to clearly pick up after that. In the playoffs here, this is the 2019-20 season. Here we get the Jazz. D'Angelo Russell just averaged 41 points in a playoff series against Vucevic and the Orlando Magic. The Jazz have won the championship though with D'Lo as your finals MVP, 33 points, 4 rebounds, and 9 assists. Crazy numbers right there. That's the conclusion of the 2019-20 season here. I'll see you guys at the draft. We should get a good pick. Let's hope for the best. In the 2020 NBA draft here, LaMelo goes first to the Grizzlies here. The Pacers get Patrick Williams. Okongwu to the Raptors here. The Spurs get Wiseman. Halliburton to the Nuggets, and the Pelicans do get Anthony Edwards. Also at the 9th pick, we end up with Desmond Bane, which is a really good pick. And here's the record for the 2020-21 season here. Hopefully this year's a little bit better for the Hawks. Luka Doncic, Bogdanovic, Sadiq Bey, they also drafted him, Zion Williamson, and James Johnson's actually our center. That might be a bit of an issue. Kevin Huerter coming off the bench along with Jeremy Lin, Drew Eubanks, and Desmond Bane here. The team's getting a little bit better, but I would say just like in real life though with the Mavericks, they weren't really that good the last couple years or so. Hopefully they can do something better here. I'm liking where the start of this team is going, but obviously they're going to still need another season or two to get things going. But I'll see you guys shortly. You never know what's going to happen. At the end of the 2020-21 season here, Ben Simmons is your MVP, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. LaMelo Ball is your Rookie of the Year with the Memphis Grizzlies. Bledsoe, 6-man with the Hornets now. Kawhi, once again, Defensive Player of the Year with the OKC Thunder here. And Ja Morant is actually your most improved player here with the Indiana Pacers here. Ben Simmons, Westbrook, Curry, AD, and De'Aaron Fox are all on the All-NBA first team here. Blake Griffin's still going strong with the Clippers here. Kyrie is now on the Houston Rockets. That one's pretty interesting. And D'Lo's doing really well in the simulation here. Both Luka Doncic and Zion Williamson are both all on the All-NBA third team this season with the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see, did we make the play-in game this year? Yes, we did. We're actually the 9th seed this season. That's what you like to see. Slowly but surely, we're making some improvements onto this roster here. The Dallas Mavericks roster, though, with Trae Young is the 6th seed this season. Trae Young this year averaged 23 points a game and 8 assists. Klay Thompson on that squad too. Harrison Barnes here and Dwight Howard. Marco Fultz. They got a solid squad. They got PJ Washington too. I think our squad's pretty solid here. I mean, once Desmond Bane improves a little bit more, I think that's much more formidable starting lineup right there. But you know, we still got some work to do for sure on this squad though. Let's check the player stats here at the end of the season. And let's see how things played out. Zion Williamson actually led the wing scoring for us this season with 27 points and 9 rebounds, 26 points a game, 7 boards, and 9 assists for Luka Doncic this year, 13 for Huerter, 13 for Bogdanovic, and 13 for Willie Hernan-Gomez. I didn't even realize he was on this roster. And Jeremy Lin had 9 points a game. Gotta keep Jeremy Lin around, you know, gotta keep him around. And 9 points a game for Sadiq Bey and 7 for Desmond Bane. Let's check the Orlando Magic. That's the team we're playing in the play-in games here. Goran Dragic, Will Barton, Jonathan Isaac, Cam Johnson, Nikola Vucevic. I believe they made it to the finals last year, and they've lost to the Utah Jazz. Let's see if we can win against them in this game right here. And we do not. The Hawks have been eliminated. That sucks. That's brutal right there. So once again, we're going to be simulating the playoffs here once more. Let's see which teams are going to end up in the NBA Finals. And it's looking like it's going to be the Warriors here. Steph Curry's your Western Conference Finals MVP, and the Cavs with CJ McCollum. Another Warriors Cavs here in the NBA playoffs there. And the Cavs have won the championship with CJ McCollum as your Finals MVP. Another year down the drain, I guess you could say, but we're slowly getting there. I'm telling you guys, don't worry, we're gonna do really good the next couple years. I'll see you guys soon. Cade's gonna be going to the Grizzlies, Magic at Scotty Barnes, Wizards Evan Mobley, Jalen Green to the OKC Thunder here, Franz Wagner to the Blazers, Giddey to the Rockets, Duarte to the Kings, Kuminga to the Hornets, and the Hawks actually end up with Alperen Sengun. Here's what we have for the 2021-2022 season here. Luka Doncic still, of course, at the point guard position, Bogdanovic at the 2, Bane at the 3, Zion at the 4, and now Sengun at the 5. Now, I think this is actually a very good starting lineup here, but obviously they still got to develop at this point. Tyus Jones coming off the bench along with Earl Jenkins. Here we got Sadiq Bey as well, and Mitchell Robinson. This squad, I think, honestly, isn't too bad. I mean, they're still a little bit further away than what I'd like. They're definitely have players that would help them go in the right direction going forward. Hopefully this year's a little bit better, but I'm telling you guys, this team actually is pretty good. At the end of the season here, Ben Simmons is your MVP, averaging 37 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists a game. Those are actually crazy numbers. Who would have thought Ben Simmons averaging this many points a game? We've got Sengun here, Rookie of the Year. That's what you like to see here on the Atlanta Hawks. Dennis Smith Jr., 6th man. AD, Defensive Player of the Year with the Bucks. And RJ Barrett, Most Improved Player with the Chicago Bulls. Curry is still there. Even Simmons, though, that's crazy right there. AD, Fox, Curry. Any of these Hawks players on an All-NBA team. We got Luka Doncic on the second team. And, of course, we got Zion Williamson on the second team as well. That is very good. The Mavs, they're out west. They're not really there, but we are the 3rd seed out in the Eastern Conference. That is what you like to see. We were 53-29 on the year, 5 games back behind the 1st seeded Detroit Pistons. There, I got to see who's on that Pistons squad. 27-13 at home, 26-16 on the road. This is a very good season here for this Atlanta Hawks squad. Finally, in Luka Doncic's and Luka's 4th year, that we're finally making some progress here in the simulation here. Let's see. Zion Williamson led the Wings scoring for us this season, 27 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Luka Doncic was next, 26, 7, and 9 this season. Tyus Jones, 12 points. Bogdanovic, 12. Bane, 11. Sengun had 11. But still, either way, a very solid all-around season for this Atlanta Hawks squad with Luka Doncic now on the team. And the Chicago Bulls were facing against them. Chris Paul, RJ Barrett, Markkanen, Jabari Parker, Blake Cauley-Stein, Goran Dragic here, and Zach LaVine on the squad. They're pretty solid, though. I'm not going to deny that. I do want to see who's on this Pistons squad. DeJounte Murray, Fournier, DeAndre Hunter, Sabonis, Drummond here. Drummond didn't fall off in this, it looks like. They got a good squad, too. Let's see how this goes down here. We do take game 1 here. Finally, we actually win a game here in the playoffs. 137-121, Zion 29. Luka at 24, 14, and 11 in this one. Can we take game 2 of the series? Yes, we do. We're up 2-0 here, 32-10 for Zion Williamson. 27-18 assists for Luka Doncic there, and then 150 points scored in that ball game right there. Markkanen drops 36 for the Bulls in this one. Not enough as we win 148-131. Luka Doncic 44 points in game number 3. We do lose here in game number 4. Very unfortunate. Chris Paul just 25 for them. Luka 1 rebound shy of a triple-double. But can we go to the next round here? Yes, we do. We're going to be going to the next round, taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers so far in the simulation have Colin Sexton, CJ McCollum, Buddy Hield, Brandon Clark, Ken Birch here, Miles Bridges. They have a solid team. But, I mean, I don't know. I think we have a chance against them, but we'll see. We do win here in game 1, 117-100. Zion 31. Luka at 25, 5, and 8 in this performance here. Brandon Clark with 18 for the Cavs. Game number 2 here, we also get the job done. Zion 30 points. Luka 28, 9, and 10. And Sengun had 20 points as well. We're up 2-0 here in the second round. Up 3-0 here in the series. 111-101 victory. Luka Doncic just been absolutely crazy here. 33, 9, and 9. Can we win here in game number 4? Yes, we do. We're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, where we're taking on the Boston Celtics roster. They have Fred here, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Robert Williams, and Goga here, Enes Kanter. I mean, honestly, minus Brown and Jason Tatum, I think we actually have a really good shot, because obviously, I mean, our team's much more depth balance-wise between, you know, we got Luka, Zion here. But look at all these solid other players all around the roster here. I think we got a solid chance against the Celtics squad, but we do lose here in game 1. I mean, I might have spoke too soon. Luka Doncic 24 and 8 this season. Brown drops 32 for the Celtics. Game 2, though, we come right back. 45, 11, and 7 for Luka Doncic. Bogdanovic with 23. We win in OT. Jaylen Brown at 60 points. That's wild. We win here in game 3, though. Jaylen Brown 36. Luka 26, 7, and 12. And in game number 4, again, another victory. 23 for Brown, 23 for Tatum, and 23 even for Goga here. But not enough as Desmond Bane actually leads the winning scoring for us. Can we win here in game 5? Yes, we do. We're going to the NBA Finals here. Giannis was your Western Conference Finals MVP with the Pels, and Luka Doncic Eastern Conference Finals MVP, 24, 8, and 10 in that series. We're taking on the Pelicans in the finals. They got Chris Dunn, a young Anthony Edwards here, Julius Randle, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Jackson Hayes. They got a lot of big men on the squad, though. They have a ton of big men. They got Claxton, Hernan Gomez. What? There's like an entire center lineup there. Because I was wondering, I'm like, why is Julius Randle running the 3 for this Pelican squad? That's crazy. Let's see how this plays out, though. I mean, I have no idea, but let's see what happens here. Hawks Pelicans game 1. We do win here in game 1. Luka Doncic 23. Edwards had 19 for them. And in game number 2, the Pelicans come right back. I mean, it's going to be hard. I mean, imagine Tyus Jones guarding any of those centers there. He's not going to really do the best. Plus, they got Giannis, too, you know? It's a 1-1 series here. We do lose here in game 3. The center team might actually be too much for us. Zion drops 36 in that one. Game 4, though, we lose. Game 5, we come right back. 3-2 series here. 31 for Zion, 20 and 7 for Luka Doncic. We have to win both games here. We do win here in game number 6. It is now a 3-3 series here. We won only by 4 points, but we got the job done. Can we win here? We're going to go to Simcast here. Let's see how this plays out. We are at home here in game number 7. Let's see if this is going to be a close game or not, or if we're going to run away here in game 7 of the NBA Finals. It's a close game, but it looks like we're going to run away with it. And there you have it. Zion's 29 points helped the Hawks take down the Pelicans right there, and 26 for Luka Doncic. The Atlanta Hawks have won the NBA championship here. Zion Williamson is your Finals MVP, 29-7-2 this season. That's what you like to see. We still have a couple more years left in this, but the Hawks have won the NBA championship. Obviously, that's different than what's happening in real life. And Luka Doncic, by this point now, has won an NBA championship. I'll see you guys shortly, though. This simulation is not done. Let's see how many rings they can actually win. 2022 NBA Draft. Walker Kessler goes first, actually, to the Blazers. Mathurin goes to the Mavericks here. Nuggets get Paulo. Chet's going to be going to the Hornets here. Jalen Duren to the Magic. And the Heat get Jaden Ivey. And here's what we have for the 22-23 NBA season here. Luka Doncic, of course, at the 1, Bogdanovic still at the 2, Bane at the 3, Zion at the 4, and we're actually going to be starting Sengun here, not Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson come off the bench, though. We're going to start Sengun here. Mitchell Robinson, Earl Jenkins, Tyus Jones, and Sadiq Bey. That's our lineup there. I'm really liking the squad here. We just won an NBA championship last season. Look at all these 80 overalls here, plus we got a couple 90s as well. Let's see how this goes down here. Let's see if we can go back to back. Luka Doncic was MVP this season, 28 points there, 7 rebounds and 10 assists. That's what you like to see. Now, obviously, at this point in his career, he's yet to win an MVP, but here in the simulation on NBA 2K24, Luka's going to be winning an MVP. That's what you like to see. Paulo is your Rookie of the Year with the Nuggets. Bol Sixman with the Nuggets as well, 21 points a game. That's crazy. Butler's still on the Timberwolves in this. He's your Defensive Player of the Year. Okongwu wins an award there, and Porzingis Clutch Player of the Year. Ben Simmons on this team, though. Luka's on the All-NBA first team, though. That is what you like to see. Kyrie's on the Bucks still. Pelicans have Giannis, so Zion is on the All-NBA second team. So this team is doing really, really well, to say the least, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from this Hawks squad right there. Checking out the player stats, 28, 7, and 10 for Luka, 27, 10 for Zion here, 15 for Bane, 12 for Sengun there. Bogdanovic also has 12 as well this season. We were 63-19 on the season, only 1 game ahead of the Detroit Pistons here for the first seed, but we got the job done here. 34-8 at home, 29-11 on the road here. Let's see what team we're taking on in the playoffs here. Taking on the Indiana Pacers. They got Ja Morant, Oladipo, Pat Williams, Luke Samick here, and Bobby Portis. And they shockingly have Trae Young coming off the bench now. I didn't realize he was on the Pacers here. Also, why is he coming off the bench? This is ridiculous. You move Oladipo over to the 3. Anyways, that's not the point. Let's see how this series goes down here, right here. The Pacers do win here in game 1 despite 29 from Luka. Trae Young drops 30. Game number 2 here, we come right back though. 27 for Luka Doncic, 26 for Zion there, and 22 for Sengun. Game 3 we also win. Game 4 we're up 3-1 here. Trae Young does 42 in this game, jeez, but Zion with 31. Luka had a triple-double in this performance. Can we win here in game number 5? Yes, we do. We're going to the second round. We're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, and they got Kyrie Irving, Melton, Otto Porter, Davis Bertans, Jared Allen, Dwayne Dedmon, Larry Nance Jr. I mean, they're okay, but I think we should be able to beat that squad, though. We lose the first game, that's okay. Here's a series that's going to be the most interesting one. The Detroit Pistons and the Atlanta Hawks. Who would have thought that? The Detroit Pistons have Murray, Evan Fournier, Hunter, Sabonis, Drummond, DeAndre Jordan still is okay, Alec Burks, who was on our team for a little bit too, and Ken Bazemore. I mean, let's see how this goes down here. Who knows what's going to happen. Game 1, we do end up winning. Luka 35, 9, 15. Zion had 31 in this performance. Yeah, absolute blowout right there. Game 2, though, the Pistons come back despite 35 from both Luka and Zion. We lost by 2 points, though, 30 and 10 for DeJounte Murray. Also, Sabonis, Drummond, DeAndre Jordan had huge games right there. Game 3, though, the Pistons win yet again. 33 from Murray, 29 from Drummond, 20 from DeAndre Jordan. Huge performances again from our best 3 players, I'd say. But, you know, we're down 2-1 here. This is not good. 2-2 series here. 30 from Murray, though. Zion 30 and 10. Luka 17 dimes. Jeez. Game number 5, though, we win yet again. Luka 40 and 12 in this one. Can we go to the NBA Finals? Not in this one, at least. We're going to Simcast here because we're going to Game 7 against the Detroit Pistons. Which team is going to come out on top? Obviously, whichever team ends up winning this game is going to win and go to the NBA Finals here. It's a close matchup here, but we get the job done. Giannis, your Western Conference Finals MVP. Luka, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. 33 points a game right there and 13 dimes. Is a rematch from last year. The Hawks and the Pelicans. Any changes to their roster? Zach LaVine, Edwards, Randall, Giannis, Hayes, Pirtle there, Claxton. They still got this huge big man lineup there. I don't even know what they're doing. But, you know, someone worked, though, because obviously, I mean, it is working because they're in back-to-back NBA Finals there. 34 from Luka, but we end up losing here from 25 from Anthony Edwards. It is a 1-1 series here. 54 points from Luka Doncic. That's what you like to see right there. Truly carrying this Hawk squad. 2-1 here. Zach LaVine 26. Luka at 53 points again. Back-to-back 50-plus performances from Luka Doncic. 3-1 series here. Giannis 28. Luka 30 points. And Zion had 18. Can we win here? And yes, we do. The Atlanta Hawks have won the championship. Luka Doncic is your finals MVP. 41 points and 10 dimes a game right there. Back-to-back NBA championships for Luka Doncic. We still got one more year left. That's the 23-24 season. That's the current year. Obviously, the Mavericks are in the NBA Finals right there. They haven't won yet. Luka's won 2 championships in the simulation. Can he win a third? Let's find out. 23-24 season here. Luka Doncic wins yet another MVP. 28, 7, and 10 for him this season. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year with the Los Angeles Lakers, though. That's pretty interesting. Trae Young, 6th Man of the Year with Pacers. I don't know why he's coming off the bench. And Jimmy Butler is your Defensive Player of the Year. Bonus item actually your most improved. And this is also what you like to see. Luka Doncic on the All-NBA first team right there. Player stats, Luka Doncic 28, 7, and 10. Zion had 27 and 10 as well. Desmond Bane with 17 a game this year. Sengun had 12 and Sadiq Bey with 11. We were the 2nd seed this season, 2 games back behind the Detroit Pistons. That Pistons squad is very good, but we've been able to get the better of them last 2 seasons right here. But we were the 2nd seed this season, again 62 wins for the Atlanta Hawks right there. We're taking on the Miami Heat in the first round. Frank Ntilikina, Ben Thompson, Paul George, John Collins here, Bam Adebayo, and Clint Capella. We actually got a couple nice big men right there. I think that we should beat the squad. Well, I hope. We better not be losing in the first round, though, and we don't. 5-game series win over the Miami Heat right there, taking on the Pacers. John Morant, Oladipo, Tobias Harris, now Pat Williams, Deadman, and Trae Young. I do think, though, again, we should beat the squad. We beat them last year, and yes, we do. We're going to the Eastern Conference Finals, taking on the Pistons yet again. DeJounte Murray, Fournier, Hunter, Sabonis, Andre Drummond, Taco Fall now, Cedi Osman. Taco Fall is pretty scary team. We do win here in game 1. Murray with 21, Luka with 32, Zion 24, Sengun 23, Bane 21. This team's just absolutely stacked. 1-1 series here. Drummond 29 still. Doing very good in the simulation here. 25 for Sabonis. We got blown out in that game. That's one to forget. 2-1 series here for the Pistons. 31-11 for Zion. 30 for Luka Doncic. But unfortunately, Evan Fournier still got it in this sim. 3-1 here for the Pistons. Not looking good for us. And it's not looking good at all as the Atlanta Hawks have been eliminated in 5 games by the Detroit Pistons. I guess we were bound to be eliminated at some point here. The Pistons and the Pelicans in the finals. And the Pistons win. DeJounte Murray is your finals MVP. Man, the Pelicans just can't get by who's ever in the finals. Either way, I mean, still 2 championships for Luka Doncic, 2 MVPs as well. This is what you like to see, and this is exactly what happened apparently according to 2K. If the Atlanta Hawks decide to keep Luka Doncic on the squad instead of trading him for Trae Young. If you enjoyed the video, please sure to like, subscribe for future content. If you want me to do anything else like this and change the player's history, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below if you have any ideas of your own. If not, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.